Have you ever seen some of those people who are constantly profiting in sports betting? It seems like every day they have a win. Every day they got another W. Well, in this video, I'll be talking to you about a strategy called arbitrage betting that allows you to win in sports betting at little to no risk.
I'm a winner. I'm going to win.
Now, what is arbitrage betting? Arbitrage betting is when you take two sides of a game line, thus ensuring you a profit. Now, that may not be that clear, so let's dive deep into it. Right now, it's MLB season. And in my opinion, arbitrage betting is at its fullest potential in a season like this. So you're going to want to watch this full video. Now, let's look at the MLB and games in general to get a gist of how arbitrage betting can help before I explain actually what arbitrage betting is. Now, during MLB games, we have game lines that are favored to one team and underdog to another team. So you have your favorite and then you have your underdog. And you'll usually see that the favorite on a game spread is only minus 1.5 in almost every single MLB game. And the underdog is plus 1.5 in almost every single MLB game. This is very important. The opportunity lies where if you were to take an underdog pre-game, there's a statistic that says 60 to 70% of MLB games has an underdog leading at some point in time in the game. For my critical thinkers out there, a light bulb should have went off and you should be able to see a little opportunity right there. So if we know 60 to 70% of games an underdog leads at some point in the game, the way live MLB game lines usually work is at some point in time during the game when that underdog takes a lead. This doesn't happen in every game it takes, but 60 to 7% of the games, they'll take a lead. Then we see those live lines swap. And this is where you can get risk-free betting. So just keep it easy and keep it simple. Let's just say we bet $100 pre-game on the LA Dodgers to win against the Philadelphia Phillies. The Dodgers pre-game were underdogs and the Phillies pre-game were favorites. We're not going to make any money taking the Phillies pre-game. We need to go with the Dodgers because they are the underdogs. So we place our bet in at plus 150. And to keep it easy, let's use big whole numbers. So we're going to do a $100 bet at plus 150 on the Dodgers. Now to clarify, this is just an example. I don't even think this is a real game anytime soon. And this is definitely not financial advice. But this is a way you can profit from MLB with little to no risk. So again, you're taking the Dodgers at plus 150 odds pre-game. Now, once the game starts, the Dodgers at some point in time during the game should take a lead. It's a 60 to 70% chance that they will take the lead at some point in time during the game. Not win the game, just take the lead. That could be in the first inning, that could be in the second inning, fifth inning, ninth inning. So we pretty much have a 60 to 70% chance to gain a profit here, which in the sports betting world, that is absolutely amazing. And it's even more amazing considering most sports bettors lose. Let's just say the game starts and the Dodgers never gain a lead. Well, unfortunately, in that situation, we will lose. But how many MLB games have you watched in which it was just one-sided the whole way through? Less than 30, 40% for sure. The thing about sports is they're competitive. They're supposed to be competitive. They're back and forth kind of. And that's where we can exploit using this arbitrage betting strategy. Let's just say the Dodgers get up at any point in time in the game. They score a run. A lot of times in baseball, a team doesn't just score one run at a time. They can score 2 runs off of one hit, 3 runs, 4 runs off of one hit. And this would massively shift the odds in the Dodgers' favor from initially being underdogs. So let's just say the Dodgers go up by 1 run to kick the game off. Well, at plus 150 odds, the odds will definitely shift, and now the Phillies will become an underdog. They wouldn't become a heavy underdog, but they would simply be an underdog. Let's just say, for example purposes, they are a plus 120 underdog now that the Dodgers are up by 1 run. So now we will go and then take the Phillies plus 120 line. So we have 2 bets in at this point. We have pregame Dodgers at plus 150, and then we have live game Phillies at plus 120. So no matter the outcome of this game, we will profit on a $100 bet, $20 or $50. But this is where the strategy gets even better. Let's just say off of the Dodgers' first lead take, they go up 2, 3, or even 4 runs. Maybe a grand slam was hit, which is not common, but it can happen. Well, in this situation, the Phillies will become even bigger underdogs. They might not just be plus 120 odds. They could be plus 170. They can be plus 250. They can be plus 400. Regardless of what they actually are, we will go after the Dodgers take that lead, which they will in 60 to 70% of games. They take the lead at some point in time. Again, this does not mean they will win the game. It just means they're going to take the lead at some point in time. Again, sports, MLB in particular, it's competitive. It's back and forth. So let's just say the Dodgers went up by 3 runs and the Phillies are now plus 250 odds. Now we go take the live game Phillies plus 250, and now we had a pregame bet set at Dodgers plus 150, and we got a live game bet set at Phillies plus 250. So now if the Phillies win, we profit $150. If the Dodgers win, we profit $50. We're taking both sides of the bet. So this is how you can make easy, risk-free money better than the MLB. Now, I know a lot of people don't have access to sports books like DraftKings, Fanduel, etc. There is an app available in almost every single state called Fliff, in which you can play these live game lines. I'm not sponsored by Fliff, but I am recommending them just because before sports betting became legal where I'm at in North Carolina, I was using Fliff to put live game and pregame bets in. And I'm not talking about parlays. I'm talking about actual straight bets on game lines, spreads, etc. So again, if sports bet is not legal in your area, until it becomes legal, you can definitely probably use Fliff. It's Fliff, and then you could put this strategy to the test. I've made thousands of dollars using this sports betting strategy. Again, in 60 to 70% of MLB games, there is going to be the underdog in the lead at some point in time. So to take this strategy to the next level, you want to find competitive games before the game starts. So you want to find competitive games in which a team that's an underdog you feel like can win actually. Now to take this a little further, what I personally do when I'm using this strategy is before any of the games start, let's just say it's a normal MLB slate, it's 15 games. Before any of the games start, I'm going to look at all of the games and I'm looking for underdogs specifically that I think can win. And those are usually the underdogs in which I'm going to place that pregame underdog bet on. And then once the games start, I am tracking those games. I'm tracking those games. I'm following those games. I'm keeping up what's going on. I turn the post notifications on for that specific game in the ESPN app. And I tell the ESPN app to let me know when a team scores. And when a team scores, specifically the underdog that I placed the pregame bet on, I can then go in and place a live game bet on the now underdog because they are now trailing in the game. So hopefully this all makes sense to you, man. Let me know in the comments if it doesn't, if you got any questions, anything like that. Like I said, this is a little to no risk way to make big money in the MLB. You just have more chances. Usually when you're making a pregame bet, you place the bet and then you watch the game and whatever unfolds, it just unfolds. It just happens. But with this situation, you can place that pregame bet, and if the underdog is just absolutely beasting, like maybe they just score 4 runs out the gate, you make it just let that bet ride. You placed a good bet, and now you won without having to place a live game bet. Or if you feel like maybe they just went up by 1 or 2 runs, it's a little bit more competitive, you could say, okay, I'm gonna go place the other side of the line now, and then you still profit regardless. So again, you have more chances to win if you stick to the statistics of 60 to 70% of underdogs lead at some point during the MLB games, then you're gonna be able to make some good money, man. So again, let me know in the comments if this was helpful or if it wasn't helpful at all. This is my second YouTube video of this style, so you know, I'm sure it's not perfect, but regardless, man, I just want to be able to help, offer advice, and allow y'all to keep getting better when it comes to this sports betting stuff, man. And I didn't say this at the beginning of the video, but I'm JT. I own We Scoring, and I give out daily free plays via shorts on all my social media handles. So subscribe, support, and let me know what future videos you would like to see. I'm out.
I love the game. I love the hustle, man.